all routines. She comes here to try to reestablish her dominance on the international gymnastics scene. This is Charlie Jones and Nancy Thies, and today Sports World is at Wembley Pool in London, England, where gymnasts from 9 countries have gathered for the Champions All competition.
Charlie, this competition is one of the most prestigious international invitational meets that we have.
And we have a confrontation, a classic confrontation, gymnast from 3 countries, Kathy Johnson of the United States.
At this meet, Kathy continues to try to establish a reputation as a seasoned international competitor.
Elena Naimushina, the little pixie from the Soviet Union.
Charlie, Elena is one of the few Soviet gymnasts with a vivacious personality. I think we're going to enjoy watching her.
Nadia Comaneci of Romania.
Many people thought her career was over, but from what I've seen, she looks like a whole new person. I think she's at the beginning of a brand new career.
As they say here at Champions All, it was 4 years ago that they introduced Nadia to the international world of gymnastics as a little girl. Today, they reintroduce her as a woman. In addition to the 9 gymnasts, Amelia Eberli, the new Romanian national champion, will also perform. But her score will not count in the competition. However, this will give us a chance to compare Amelia with Nadia. The first apparatus will be the vault. Here is Elena Naimushina, 14 years of age, from the Soviet Union. She is the Siberian junior champion.
Handspring front somersault. It's a difficult vault, especially for a little girl like Elena. She needs to get a lot of push off of the horse. Watch as she pushes through her shoulders. She needs rotation. Elena gets almost too much rotation as she takes a step forward.
Her score, a 9.6 for Elena Naimushina of the Soviet Union. This high school student began gymnastics 9 years ago. She stands only 4 feet 8.5 inches tall, but she is cool and confident. Earlier, I asked her if she was ever nervous.
Of course, one is a little nervous, but I put a task. My task is to pretend that I'm not nervous and to work exactly as I do when I'm not in competition.
Every pretty girl that I interview always kisses me right here on the cheek.
Все хорошенькие девочки, которых я интервьюировала, меня поцеловали. Я прошу, поцелуй маленький. На счет. Ничего можно. There is something that you can look forward to after the competition.
Poor Charlie, you're going to have to wait till the end of the meet.
Here's Amelia Eberli of the vault.
Layout Sukahara, not bad.
Now remember, her score will not count in this all-around competition, as only one gymnast may represent a country, and Nadia Comaneci is representing Romania.
Amelia initiates the somersault with her head and chest, but has to pike a little bit to make it around. I think the judges will probably deduct 1 or 2 tenths for not being completely laid out.
The score for Amelia Eberli, a 9.6. And this is the first of the 4 apparatuses that we will see in the competition in Olympic order. Next up on the vault, Kathy Johnson, the current U.S. national champion. She needs a 9.65 to take the lead.
Kathy is trying a layout Sukahara also.
Good ball.
She has good height and distance. Charlie, the thing that is so difficult about this vault is that it's hard to rotate with a completely straight body. Kathy ends up piking a little bit just like Amelia, but because she has that better amplitude, I think she'll score a little higher.
Her score, a 9.7, and she's in first place. Kathy Johnson at 19 is the oldest competitor today, and here is 17-year-old Nadia Comaneci, needing a 9.75.
Handspring front somersault with a half twist.
Excellent ball. Nadia is back.
Charlie, earlier we talked about Nadia's new image. Well, this is the first time that Nadia has done this vault in competition. She bends her legs a little bit at the beginning to get good push off the horse. Judges may deduct a tenth or two for that knee bend.
Now, do you score a 9.8? She's the leader after the first round. And you will notice, should Amelia Everly be officially scored in the competition, she would currently be tied for third. Kathy Johnson of the United States is solidly in second place. And earlier, Nancy had a chance to visit with Kathy. To go in the Champions Hall, we'll see how that concentration works for Kathy. This is Charlie Jones and Nancy Thies, Wembley Arena. It was just 3 miles away from this hall, and 31 years ago, in the games of the 14th Olympiad, that the United States women won their first and only gymnastics medal. And these are the ladies who won the bronze medal in the team competition in the London Games in 1948. And this is Kathy Johnson. She would love to be on the U.S. team, going for a medal in Moscow in 1980. And now back to today's Champions Hall competition. Next up on the bars, Amelia Everly of Romania.
Amelia starts out her routine with a good free hip circle into a stalter. There's a vault over the bar, new move in her routine. Straight-bodied handstand. Very clean so far. Nice routine.
Amelia Everly, the current European Junior All-Around Champion.
Charlie, one of the things the judges are looking for is originality. You see some originality here as Amelia vaults over the high bar and then continues with her routine. Amelia has good extension through her legs. You can see how straight they are. Very tight body.
A unique move.
She has a quick hand change, which adds difficulty. As she prepares for her dismount, look at how high she cats. She does a toe-on, front summy half turn.
The score for Amelia Everly, 9.65. Her total after 2 events, 19.25. Remember that Amelia is being scored unofficially as Nadia Comaneci is the Romanian representative. Next up on the bars, Kathy Johnson, her coach, Fanny Edwards. Earlier, I asked Fanny what new moves we would see today from Kathy.
Well, in floor exercise, we can open with the door.
This is Kathy Johnson, living in Shreveport, Louisiana, originally from Florida, currently in second place.
Kathy starts her bar routine out with a dynamic soul circle right to a handstand and a full twist. There's a handstand, so far very smooth. To fly away with a full twist. It's the trick that Vanny said they added.
Clean routine, Nancy.
Kathy has a strong start with a back soul circle right here to a handstand. You can see how tight her body is. Good twisting move. There's a back somersault. Throughout the whole bar routine, you want to keep complete control, good swing. Kathy has that. Again, another handstand. Now here comes her dismount, which used to be a men's high bar dismount. Fly away full twist.
The score for Kathy Johnson, a 9.65, giving her a total of 19.35 after 2 events. Here is 14-year-old Elena Naimushina of the Soviet Union. And at 14, her hobby, well, it is training younger gymnasts.
Elena begins with a straddle over the low bar. Good free hip circle. Giant swing, another men's high bar move. Soul circle, 1.5 twist. A straddle bounce off dismount.
Elena Naimushina.
Charlie, one of the ways that the uneven parallel bar routines are changing is that the girls are taking more and more from the men's high bar routines. As we see right here, a giant swing. She's so tiny that the bars barely bend when she bounces on it. Very tight body, soul circle, 1.5. She's getting ready to go for her dismount, which is a bounce back. We used it in the 1972 Olympics for the compulsory dismount.
And the score for this tiny gymnast with a bubbling personality, a 9.6. Her total, 19.2. She's in second place, and still to come, the final performer on the uneven bars, Nadia Comaneci. This is Nadia Comaneci with Romanian national team coach Bela Karoli. And earlier, Nancy, you had an opportunity to talk with Nadia.
I asked her what differences she's seen in the sport in the last 4 years.
S-a schimbat mult.
It has changed an awful lot in these 4 years.
How has it changed?
Cum s-a schimbat?
Aproape în toate privințele.
It's changed an awful lot in every single respect, especially from the technical point of view.
Is it going to be harder for you in the 1980 Olympic Games than it was in the 76 Olympic Games?
O să-ți fie mai greu în concursurile olimpiade din 1980 decât a fost în cele din Olimpiada din 1976?
Păi nu cred să fie mai greu, deoarece acolo tot exercițiile mele le-am făcut. De ce să fie mai greu? Tot un concurs e și ăla.
I don't think it should be any more difficult. Why should it be any harder than before? In as much as my same exercises are involved, it shouldn't be any harder. It's just another competition.
The Olympics, just another competition. The confidence of a champion. Here's Nadia Comaneci on the bars.
Charlie, watch for the beginning of the routine. She has a new move. Here it comes, free hip circle, front somersault. She hits it well. And this is the event that in the Olympics she received 4 perfect scores. It's a hecht half-turn re-grab, couple new moves. Here comes her dismount, free hip circle. Good job.
Nadia Comaneci, she needs a 9.6 to maintain first place.
And I'm sure she has that score. Watch here, this is so difficult because she goes for her free hip circle. She's going backwards, then she has to change her movement and go forwards. Here she does another free hip circle to a straight-bodied handstand, then a stall turn. A lot of difficulty. Hits that handstand very well. And here comes another new move. Hecht off the high bar, half-turn re-grab. Now on the dismount, another free hip circle to handstand and gets good height and distance and lands it well.
And for Nadia Comaneci, a 9.9. Her total, 19.7. She's still in first place after 2 events. Kathy Johnson is in second, and Elena Naimushina is in third. However, if Amelia Everly of Romania were being officially scored, she would be in third place at the midway point in the competition. As NBC continues its preparation for the 1980 Olympic Games in Moscow, we'll be bringing you great moments in Olympic history. And one of those moments took place in Montreal, when a young lady captured the hearts of the entire world. This Olympic moment is brought to you by the Bell system. When it comes to solving business communications problems, the system is the solution. The first sport on the program of the Games of the 21st Olympiad was destined to create worldwide excitement. This 14-year-old Romanian girl, surrounded by age and experience and standing 5 feet tall, weighing less than 90 pounds, was about to make history. During 4 days of tense Olympic competition, 16 exercises, she was transformed from just another name on the program to the most publicized athlete at the Games. Her flexibility, strength, speed, and concentration were phenomenal. She won 3 gold medals, including the all-around championship, 1 silver medal, and a bronze. But nothing else that happened to her in the Olympics could quite compare to what happened the very first day, when she was awarded a 10, a perfect score for this, her performance of the compulsory exercise on the uneven bar. No gymnast in Olympic history had ever scored a 10, and she was to do it 7 times. She would hear many cheers, but her first brush with perfection was special. For Nadia Comaneci, that was her Olympic moment in Montreal.